the live podcast and streaming where we are going to talk about life and recovery, meditation.
And a little bit more.
And a little bit
2
more.
minutes of nonsense, typically at the beginning. 2 minutes
this
of
day
nonsense.
Could possibly be the best day of my life.
We are aiming to live stream. I know some of you are listening on podcasts. We're aiming to live stream at 8 a.m.
8 a.m.
We're late.
But it could be because of what happened to me just a little while ago. Like possibly the best day of my life could be coming up. It was really good. Was really good. We were sitting outside enjoying the sun outside on our non-decked but living room outdoor space.
Yep.
Breaking the boundaries of outdoor living space.
It's great.
It's great.
You got to have an extra living space outdoors in the good weather in Canada.
And all you have to do with that is have one of those outdoor carpets, like what we have. So you can just put an outdoor carpet and call it a living space. That's what we've done. We didn't. You don't have to build a deck.
I'd like to build a deck, but we're not about to do that right now. So, as we were sitting outside enjoying the sunshine and the birds,
there are a couple people.
Along came the pugs
in our neighborhood that have pugs. So there were 3 of them, and we hustled them today. I just go running across the road. I didn't even look for traffic. In my slippers, and so I got to tickle some pugs.
I hope you get to have a good day today too. Maybe it's not pugs, but what for other people?
Yesterday, I did the same thing in the parking lot at the Booch Pit. We were at the Booch Pit, and I saw a bulldog, a little baby bulldog, and he had brown velour fur, and he had Arctic blue eyes, and he was 5 months old, and he was chewing a pine cone.
He was adorable.
Yeah, he was almost as adorable as a pug, but he didn't quite.
We're not getting another dog. It's just the way that life is right now.
If we did get another dog, would we get a pug?
We would enjoy your puppies.
Would we? Yeah, I've offered these people that walk the pugs. I've offered to babysit their pugs.
Just to be clear, they're neighbors that we don't actually know.
No, one's a nephew, aunt of somebody that I'm friends with.
Sure, we do have a mutual friend.
Yeah, like they're almost family.
Practically.
They're almost family. Can I babysit your pugs? That's not weird. No, I don't think it is weird. All right, here we go. Thank you for joining us. Good morning. May 11th. What is the greatest hindrance to achieving my serenity?
Ooh. Me.
Self. Yeah. No, it's actually determination. Determination. The grim resolve that I can do something about everything. This whole feeling of tightening up, girding oneself for battle can defeat my purpose over and over in 100 different ways. I learn in the 12-step fellowship that I must let go. I will do nothing constructive. It will do nothing constructive for me if I retaliate for my injuries I have suffered because of the other people in my life. I am not empowered by God to even up scores and make others pay for what they did to me. I will learn to relax my stubborn grip on all of the details of my suffering and allow the solutions to unfold by themselves. Getting out of this story.
Get out of the way.
Get out. Today's reminder. I am only a small cog in the machinery of the universe. That's true. My trying to run things my own way is doomed to failure. A bright and serene success is at hand once I learn to let go. Then I'll have time to count my blessings, work on my own shortcomings, and enjoy each minute of every day. Oh, this is the same Tommy's quote today, 3 days in a row. What hurt could it do thee if thou wouldst let it pass and make no account of it? Could it even so much as pluck one hair from thy head? Tommy does it again.
So Tommy's old Tommy. And dead.
Tommy's a different gen.
Thomas A. Kempis.
Man, it's really interesting because in my earlier morning meditation, it was about desire. And so if I have a desire, it could turn into this determination, and I'm running the ship. And so when we're reading in the AA literature, it says even with the strongest desire, it doesn't keep the alcoholic sober. So desire doesn't do anything without the power of God. My desire can lead me into something, but this part of desire turning into determination of doing something about everything. Yeah, that's a lot of work. The other thing I saw was the reminder, then I'll have time to count my blessings, work on my own shortcomings. So shortcomings, we look at defects being too much of extra that God needs to take away. And then shortcomings is what I need more of. So when I'm working on my shortcomings, really I'm working on my relationship with God, because he has what I don't have: peace, joy, patience, goodness, kindness, self-control, all of the endurance, all of the things, like when I get tripped up a couple times, I just quit. I'm like, it wasn't for me anyway. I changed my mind on doing the things that I thought were going to keep me in fit tip-top spiritual condition. And so when I'm using determination, it's that almost that self-will. I'm going to will myself to do all of these things.
Yeah. And that's not something I'm good at. I can't just believe in yourself and muster up the strength, and you can achieve anything you set your mind to. Like, I'm not good at that. I need help.
And that's the beautiful thing about the spiritual life. It's not about being determined enough to do these things. The spiritual life is actually being filled with the Spirit of God so that you do spiritual things. You become your spirit becomes alive, which guides you into the spiritual activities. But so many times we see these things that are good and we're like, we're determined to do them. And then we just do big belly flops and we fail. And it's all about doing it on my own, in my own power.
So the quote basically says, what harm could it do if you just let it go and don't make a big thing out of it? Could it even, like, if you just let something go by you, like, is it even going to like pluck a hair out of your head? Is it really going to hurt me to let something slide? Do I need to be so determined to like make things right
and figure everything
out? And like, if I just let it unfold, what harm could it do?
That's a good thing in the recovery community. We try to figure everything out so that we could or could not enter into what they're asking us to do. But it's not about figuring it out. It's not about figuring out God. It's not about figuring out the spiritual life. It's not about like, oh, well, if I do all this, my life will suck. It's just start to do these things and like do the steps. And then the rest of your life will unfold. That's how I get my life. That's how I get into the fellowship, is through the 12 steps, because it's about the relationship with God. I can't be in relationship in a spiritual fellowship without having the Spirit of God, without doing the 12 steps first to lead me into that relationship that leads me into the fellowship. And that's where life gets exciting. We operate as a gang, as an organized crime syndicate for the good. In the name of Jesus. All right, my friends. We will see you. Mrs. Monfy, how are you doing? Good morning to you. Our Devo time is over. For those that will catch us later, we will see you later. Today at noon, I will be sharing about, what am I sharing on? Hearing. Hearing is very important. So I'm going to do a share on hearing at noon on Zoom. And even if you are not an addict, feel free to come and join us. There will be a time of sharing and relating and questions. Noon. See you there.
Have a great day.
Have a great day, my